My friend Sam is one of the most wonderful people I know. She has a heart that seems to have no limits to its kindness. If you are sick, she is the first to bring you soup. If you need someone to talk to, she will listen for hours without judgment. Her compassion is a light that shines on everyone around her. She gives her love so freely, so generously, that it feels like an endless wellspring. It is this beautiful quality that makes it so painful to watch her in her current relationship. A place where her light is deliberately being dimmed by someone who should be cherishing it. She sees her love for him as a strength, a testament to her loyalty and devotion. Her boyfriend, however, does not see her love in the same way. He treats her kindness as a weakness to be exploited. He is selfish and manipulative, twisting her good nature into something that serves only his own needs. When she accomplishes something great at her job, he dismisses it as unimportant. When she tries to have a serious conversation about her feelings, he calls her overly emotional or irrational. He has constructed a world around her where his approval is the only thing that matters, and he withholds it constantly. This keeps her in a perpetual state of trying to earn his love, a love that he gives and takes away on a whim, leaving her feeling confused and insecure. Despite this constant emotional turmoil, Sam is convinced that she cannot live without him. She tells me that the good moments, however rare, are worth all the pain. She remembers the person he was at the beginning of their relationship, the charming and attentive man she first fell in love with. She holds on to that memory with a desperate grip, believing that if she just loves him a little more, a little better, that man will return for good. This hope has become a cage. It keeps her trapped in a cycle of hurt and disappointment, unable to see the bars for what they are. She is deeply in love with a fantasy, not the reality of the man who stands before her every day. This feeling of being stuck is something he reinforces with great skill. He has made her believe that she is difficult to love, that no one else would put up with her supposed flaws. He isolates her from friends and family, subtly suggesting that we don't understand their special connection. Her world has become very small, with him at the center of it. The thought of leaving him feels like stepping off a cliff into nothingness. She equates the pain of his presence with the passion of love, because she has forgotten what real, nurturing love is supposed to feel like. Her own needs have been pushed aside for so long that she no longer even recognizes them as valid. It is crucial to understand that the pain Sam is experiencing isn't unique to her situation or her gender. Heartbreak is a profoundly human experience. It does not care if you're a man or a woman. Its sting is just as sharp. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions, to be stoic and strong in the face of pain. This can make their heartbreak a silent, lonely journey. They might feel the same crushing weight, the same sense of loss, but they suffer without the language or permission to express it. They too can feel lost, adrift in a sea of confusion and sorrow, wondering what they did wrong or why they weren't enough. The end of a relationship, or even the slow, painful realization that a relationship is hurting you, is a genuine loss. It is the loss of a future you had imagined, the loss of a companion you trusted, and often the loss of the person you were in that relationship. It is completely normal to feel disoriented. It is normal for your world to feel tilted on its axis. You might find yourself crying at unexpected moments or feeling a deep ache in your chest that has no physical cause. This is the emotional body processing a deep wound. Allowing yourself to feel this pain without judgment is the first step toward healing. We must be honest about our hurt. For both men and women, this period of heartbreak can make you question everything about yourself. Am I unlovable? Am I destined to be alone? These are the frightening questions that echo in the quiet moments. The person who was once your mirror reflecting your worth is now gone, or has become a distorted funhouse mirror showing you only your flaws. This is why so many people like Sam stay in painful situations for far too long. The known pain of the relationship feels safer than the unknown pain of being alone with those terrifying questions. The fear of loneliness can be a powerful anchor, holding you in a harbor of misery. In these moments of profound sadness, it's easy to believe that you will never feel whole again. The path forward seems shrouded in fog, and every step feels heavy and uncertain. Friends and family may offer advice, telling you to just get over it or move on, but healing doesn't work on a timeline. It is a messy, non-linear process. It involves good days and bad days. It involves moments of clarity followed by waves of grief. Recognizing that this chaotic journey is a shared human experience can bring a small measure of comfort. You are not the first person to walk this path, and you will not be the last. In the midst of this pain, there is a powerful act that can begin to turn the tide. It is the act of self-preservation. This is not about being selfish. It is about being wise. Self-preservation is the quiet, firm decision to protect your own well-being. It is looking at your situation, acknowledging the hurt, and choosing to stop the bleeding. For Sam, this meant taking one small step for herself, an action that was not about her boyfriend or their relationship. It was about her. She decided to join a pottery class on Tuesday nights, a night he usually spent with his own friends anyway. It was a simple, small act of reclaiming her time. This first step is the foundation upon which self-love is rebuilt. Self-love is not some grand, abstract feeling that appears out of nowhere. It is born from a series of small, consistent actions of self-care and self-respect. It's choosing to eat a nourishing meal instead of skipping it. It's choosing to go for a walk in the park instead of staying inside with your sad thoughts. It's choosing to call a friend who makes you laugh. Each choice, no matter how minor, sends a powerful message to yourself. I am worthy of care. I am worthy of kindness. This is how you begin to heal from the inside out. Sam's pottery class became her sanctuary. For 2 hours every week, she was not a girlfriend trying to be good enough. She was just Sam, a person learning a new skill. Her hands were covered in clay, her mind focused on the spinning wheel. She was creating something. This act of creation was incredibly healing. It reminded her that she was a capable, whole person outside of her relationship. She started talking to the other people in her class, making new friends who saw her as funny and talented. They didn't know about her boyfriend or her pain. They just knew her, the person who showed up every Tuesday. This is the essence of why self-preservation is so vital. It carves out a space that belongs only to you. In that space you can begin to hear your own voice again, a voice that has likely been drowned out by the noise of the relationship and the pain of heartbreak. You start to remember the things you enjoy, the person you are when no one is watching or judging you. Taking care of yourself is not a distraction from the pain. It is an active engagement with your own life. It is the brave and necessary choice to turn your attention back to the one person you can always count on, yourself. As Sam continued with her pottery class, something beautiful began to happen. The small act of choosing herself once a week started to ripple through the rest of her life. She began to see the contrast between how she felt in her class, capable, respected and happy, and how she felt at home with her boyfriend, anxious, small and sad. This growing awareness was not sudden. It was a slow dawn. The little sliver of light from her Tuesday nights started to illuminate the darkness she had been living in. She began to realize that the way he treated her was not a reflection of her worth, but a reflection of his own limitations. This realization is the core of true healing. Your value as a human being is not determined by how someone else treats you. Your worth is inherent. It is constant and unchanging. A toxic relationship can act like a thick layer of mud, covering up your shine and making you forget it's even there. But through acts of self-love and self-preservation, you begin to wash that mud away. Sam started to see her own strength, her own kindness, and her own light again. She started to believe that she deserved to be treated with the same love and respect that she so freely gave to others, including her partner. The journey forward is one of growth and rediscovery. It is not about forgetting the past or pretending the hurt didn't happen. It is about integrating that experience into your story and allowing it to make you wiser and more compassionate, especially toward yourself. One day, Sam looked at a beautiful vase she had made, a tangible product of her own effort and creativity. In that moment, she understood that she was the creator of her own life, not a supporting character in someone else's drama. She found the courage to leave, not with anger, but with a quiet certainty that she was choosing a better life for herself. This is the hopeful message for anyone navigating the painful waters of heartbreak. The path forward may feel long, but it leads to a place of profound self-worth. It leads to a future where you are the author of your own story. You will learn to build a life where you are cherished, respected and loved, first and foremost by yourself. And from that place of wholeness, you will attract the kind of love that doesn't diminish your light but makes it shine even brighter. The end of one story is simply the beginning of a much better one, your own.